So nice. Oh, I need a pen. Do you have one? Okay, I do. Okay, we're being recorded. Okay, welcome everyone to the Mosier Community School Board of Directors Foundation meeting with our foundation member. Great, so let's do a round of introductions. I'm Emily Strands, board chair.
Marie, board secretary.
Dan Watson, board member.
Tiffany Strands, board member.
Cheryl Hawkins, executive director. Julia Gustafani, board member.
Lynn
Great.
Smith, foundation member.
And then we have a bunch of kids today.
Board member, it's fun to be a board.
Oh, there we go. All right. Great. Well, welcome to the foundation meeting. For today, we have let's see. Any changes to the agenda for today?
Make a motion that we approve the agenda as written.
Great, thank you. All those in favor? Good, motion passes. And then did not receive any pre-submitted public comments. So with that, I want to turn it to our board secretary for the state of the school.
Okay. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to MCS's State of the School Address, delivered each May at the annual membership meeting to present the current condition of the school and share accomplishments as well as challenges from the year. Colleagues, I hope you will contribute more at the end, because I'm sure I'm going to miss some things, and Michelle too, to make this 2026 annual membership meeting as informative as possible. MCS has seen another year of stability and growth and is preparing to offer a 4-day school week with a later start time of 8:20 a.m. and an end time of 3:50 p.m. next year. MCS will also offer enrichment activities on 17 Fridays throughout the 2026-2027 school year at no additional cost to families. The 4-day week committee continues to prepare for the year to come and will be sharing more on programming and how to sign up in school newsletters, Parent Square updates to come. Please stay tuned. MCS began its strategic planning process during the 2024-2025 school year. This year, the Strategic Planning Committee continued its work by further developing actionable items to support the alignment of MCS's goals with its organizational practices. MCS's culture of continuous improvement maintains momentum. In the last 3 years, the MCS Board of Directors has focused significant attention on increasing school enrollment, addressing the needs of staff, improving facilities to create a healthier and safer environment, and maintaining good financial standing. This year, our executive director, Michelle, took important initiatives to support other areas, most notably focusing on professional development and coaching for teachers offered by the Educational Excellence Team, and bringing MAP growth testing and the Youth Truth Survey to MCS to better understand how students are doing, both academically as well as socially and emotionally. During the 25-26 school year, enrollment hovered between 185 and 190 students K through 8. And MCS's pre-K program maintained an enrollment of 9 students. This year's student body of 130 families lived primarily in the Dalles, followed by Mosier, Rowena, and Hood River. Next year, MCS is expected to welcome 206 students into its K through 8 classrooms and 10 students into its preschool. This evening, I extend gratitude to each and every family who has entrusted their child's education and time away from home with MCS this year, and welcome all the families who will be joining Mosier Community School next year. Thank you for choosing Mosier Community School. MCS is currently in good financial standing, and its 25-26 budget is expected to end on target. The Budget Committee is currently working to finalize the 26-27 budget, which will be reviewed for final adoption at the next regular board meeting on Tuesday, May 19 at 5:30 p.m. Please join us in person or online to learn more about MCS's financial outlook for the year to come. I'd like to thank MCS's business manager, Veronica Smith, and payroll manager, Shannon White, for working so hard to optimize MCS's internal financial controls and accountability systems this year, and for providing the board with in-depth monthly updates throughout the year. I'd also like to recognize the thoughtful initiative taken by Michelle and the finance team to send paychecks out to staff before the end of each month this year to counter the trying financial times that be. While many schools across the state are making cuts in their staffing, MCS is not, and is so fortunate. MCS is currently in the process of hiring for a K-8 principal and grade 2 and 3 teacher position. Both have received a flurry of applications, 19 for the principal position and 10 for grade 2 and 3 teacher position. MCS continues to meet or exceed the pay offered by its neighboring school districts and is in the process of contract negotiations with its teachers and classified staff who formed a union this year. Thank you, teachers and staff, for making 25-26 school year possible, and MCS such a wonderful place for our community's youth to learn and grow. Over the last 3 years, MCS has invested heavily in upgrading its facilities to become a healthier and safer learning and working environment. Thanks to the Department of Energy HVAC upgrade project, so valiantly led by Brent Foster, students and staff returned to cleaner air and comfortable temperatures last fall. This spring, MCS's historic main building, which is over 106 years old, received new windows and insulation. This winter, after renovating the former garage of MCS, students began enjoying their daily music lessons in a spacious, luminous, and climate-controlled environment. It's been wonderful to see how positively this program has contributed to the wellness of our students and the joy their music has spread throughout our community. Thank you, Main Street Mosier, for appreciating and showcasing our student talent at many of your local events. This summer, the kitchen will receive needed upgrades and all asbestos will be removed from the main building. The month of July will likely herald the beginning of construction for the solar pavilion that Brent Foster and Eric Gerwitz have worked tirelessly to bring to MCS. This solar pavilion would provide students with a covered outdoor play and learning space, generate energy for the school, and offer the community another place to gather. Brent and Eric, thank you. Yesterday, sod was laid on the middle school campus, and along with all the new plantings, basketball court and improvements, and of course the wonderful staff, Mosier Middle continues to be an inviting and exciting place to spend 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And on this note, I'm looking forward to attending its open house this evening at 6 p.m. Conclusion of this meeting. Many thanks to MCS's facilities staff and committee members who work so diligently to ensure that this historic building will serve future generations to come. And many thanks to everyone on the garden committee who generously donated their time to beautify the grounds of the school throughout the year. Within MCS's many upgraded rooms, wonderful clubs and enrichment opportunities were offered to students. MCS hosted an after-school drama club, Oregon Battle of the Books Club, Science Club, Life Skills Club, and Girls Who Code Club. This year, MCS students also participated in field trips that took them to places as far as Portland and as close as Rock Creek. Thank you, staff and parent volunteers who made these clubs and field trips possible. MCS also strengthened its partnerships with 2 educational organizations this year. the Columbia Gorge Discovery Center, and Ecology in the Classroom and Outdoors, ECO. Both sparked curiosity in our students by teaching them about the natural and geological histories found right here in their home of the Columbia River Gorge. MCS is grateful for the continued support from its sponsoring district, North Wasco, as well as the Columbia Gorge Education Services District. Both offer MCS a wide range of services from transportation, special education staff, after school and summer programs, and much more. This year, North Wasco School District and MCS were awarded a 3-year Oregon Department of Education Summer Learning Grant that will provide summer learning opportunities and fund our Kindergarten Jumpstart program, which will include arts and education. And now for some of the challenges faced by MCS this year. Like many schools in Oregon, MCS struggled with student achievement and attendance. Oregon ranks 48th in literacy and 49th in math nationally and has an absenteeism rate of 33.5%, which translates to over 1/3 of its students missing 3 weeks of school a year. Middle of year results from MAP testing show that across grades 2 through 8, MCS achieves 40% in reading, 44% in math, and 45% in science. With MCS's growth above 50% in all subjects, there is reason to believe that MCS's end-of-year results could surpass its current achievement marks. Please stay tuned. Please tune into the board's regular meeting on June 19th, 2026 to learn about MCS's end-of-year MAP results and how MCS will continue to address student achievement in 2026-2027. One thing we know is that students who maintain good attendance are more likely to do well in school. Studies show that elementary students K through 3 who attend regularly are more likely to read by grade 3. And why is it so critical that students read by grade 3? Studies show that students who do not read by grade 3 become 4 times more likely to drop out of high school. Studies also show that dropping out of high school can lead to long-term economic hardships that impair health and family functioning, which can in turn perpetuate inequalities across generations. Moreover, students who drop out of high school are significantly more likely to be incarcerated, with 80% of males in federal and state prisons lacking a high school diploma. In Oregon, where students receive 100 to 300 hours less of instructional time than their peers nationally, missing school, whether excused or unexcused, can become highly detrimental to their life's outcomes. Next year, a student will be considered chronically absent if they miss 2 days of school a month or 14 days of the school year, as opposed to 18 days in a 5-day school week. So why are students missing school? Well, there are several drivers of absenteeism that MCS is aware of: barriers, negative school experiences, lack of engagement, and misconceptions. This year, MCS's assistant principal, Jen Langley, and her attendance team worked closely with families to address the various reasons causing their children to miss school. This outreach was impactful, and MCS saw an improvement in attendance of 20%, from 33.5% of students chronically absent in 24-25 to 26% in 25-26. 26% of students represents 48 to 49 students being chronically absent over the course of this year. Thank you to Jen and her team for their commitment to increasing good attendance at MCS this year and setting practices in place to continue this important work next year. Positive life outcomes are also closely correlated to love and work ethic. And these 2 cornerstones of success were modeled by the Tigers Den PTO with their ongoing efforts to organize activities that strengthen our ties with one another and with the greater community. This year, the Tigers Den hosted many events, including a used book fair, jogathon, turkey trot, holiday fair, readathon, scholastic book fair, made for Mosier, Teacher Appreciation Week, and monthly skate nights. The Tigers Den also addressed two important student needs: literacy support and food insecurity. This year's Smart Reading program reached 45 students, with 13 volunteers reading with students for an hour once a week to increase chances of students reading at grade level. The Tigers Den also stepped up to address the basic needs of students impacted by life circumstances outside of their control by offering food assistance. The backpack program served 19 families and 26 students throughout the year, with its 12 dedicated volunteers packing fresh fruits, vegetables, and easy to prepare foods for students to take home each week. All Tigers Den efforts were made possible because of volunteers and their spirit of generosity. So whether you are a parent or community member who volunteered one or countless hours at MCS this past year, whether it was for the Tigers Den or not, thank you for helping to make MCS's whole greater than the sum of its parts. The MCS Board of Directors will continue to work alongside its ED and staff, implement measures and practices that will increase students' chances of leaving MCS with a strong foundation, so that they may find a deep sense of purpose in their lives and feel deeply valued within their community, wherever life may take them. I hope you may have gleaned something of interest from this address, and we'll now open the floor to my colleagues and Michelle and anyone at the table to contribute more highlights from the 2025-2026 school year that is soon to come to an end.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well done.
I don't think you missed it.
Very tough.
But we can open it up if there's anything else that anyone would like to say. Yeah, that's very good. And wow, like, it's nice to hear it all in that summary because it has felt like a really impactful and busy school year. And there's the proof.
Yeah.
A lot of good work has happened.
And there's more. Michelle was invited by the Educational Excellence Team to present in Seaside.
So yeah, we're gonna have, they really like the work that we have done here, and they're going to showcase it to all of the administrators of the state board. So
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
great.
I missed
That's
that,
right.
and
There's something else.
I know, like,
Yeah, that was great.
well, there's all the field trips that
Yeah, there are lots.
Yeah,
That's good. You like, yeah, there's a lot happening. Yeah, May is a busy month. So,
Very cool. Well, thank you. Anything else? Okay.
Very impressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's been, everybody is, it's a impressive place. A lot of folks working together. We're lucky. We're lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, and we've been very lucky to have you and McKenna on the board.
Yes.
And you'll be very missed, but you're not going far, and I think you're still gonna be helping us, just not in the board chair for a while at least. We did have elections for 2 board positions. And I'd like to share with you all that both Sherry Dorst and Jess McKenzie are our new board directors, who will be seated at the end of the June meeting. So we get ready for one, and Pam McKenna for 1 more month, and then we will welcome those 2 gals on. I think that concludes our foundation meeting. Unless there's anything else.
I motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Great, the motion passes.
Thank you,
Short
Sean.
and sweet. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Marie, that was great.
Yeah,
That was very thorough, and I
Yes.
like some of the factual.
Thank you,
It was
Robin.
like-
Thanks, everybody.
All their